Greetings everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, first piece of news this week is for Call of Duty. So, as you all know, the Call of Duty series has a brand new game just about every single year. Black Ops 4 was the one that came out in 2018. And there are already rumors about the 2019 Call of Duty game. So, basically, what Activision does is they have a team of 3 different development studios working on Call of Duty games. So, right now it's up to Infinity Ward to release the next Call of Duty game for 2019, so this year. And basically, some rumors came out this week that Infinity Ward's next Call of Duty game is in fact going to be Modern Warfare 4 and not Call of Duty Ghosts 2, which is what a lot of people actually thought it would be. They were thinking that Ghosts was going to get a sequel, but apparently not, if these rumors are true. So, some people, like communications managers at the company, was leaking some tweets, and some journalists with friends that work inside the company, they managed to get some information, and yeah, apparently Call of Duty Ghosts 2 is not going to happen, and Modern Warfare 4 is going to be the next big game in the series. So that's interesting. I wonder if it's going to have a, story campaign mode. Infinity Ward is usually really good at doing the story modes for their games, and I also wonder if they're going to try to include a somehow like blackout style mode in the game as well, just like Black Ops 4 did. So yeah, interesting news. Next, From Software's president. From Software is the company that made the Dark Souls games, Bloodborne, and they're currently developing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Now, Sekiro, or Sekiro, I've heard people pronounce it both ways, to be honest. I just call it Sekiro, but Shadows Die Twice is their next kind of like big Bloodborne, Dark Souls style game. And during an interview, the main president of the company was speaking about how the game is going to be very different from Dark Souls games. There's going to be a lot more strategy involved in like quick timing in the combat, so it's going to be slightly harder for people that aren't used to the combat system and gameplay. But he says there's going to be a distinction between Dark Souls and this new game. So I think what that means is in Dark Souls games, you'd always like try to dodge, roll, attack. Sometimes you'd parry like an enemy, try to get behind them to do critical damage. But it seems like in this new game, Sekiro, you are really going to have to like attack and look for the right opportunity for a critical hit or to move aside, and the enemies are going to be a lot less predictable, I want to say, judging by what he mentioned in this interview. Like, it seems like they're trying to aim for a really difficult combat style game. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and I wonder how well it's going to be received when it releases. But From Software makes really exciting and entertaining games. Very difficult games, but very fun games nonetheless. So yeah, hopefully we get some new gameplay and trailer at E3 for it. And additionally, From Software is also working on 2 unannounced games. So we already know about the games they already announced that need to come out, but yeah, according to the president of the company and some developers, there are 2 unannounced projects currently in the works. So people are speculating maybe it's going to be a Bloodborne 2, maybe another Souls game, or maybe something entirely different. We don't know, but they have 2 games that are currently unannounced, so really curious to see what this is going to be. Next, EA is working on Frostbite engine support for the Nintendo Switch. Now, for those that don't know, I think I mentioned this on the channel a while ago, but EA was really skeptical of releasing games on the Nintendo Switch because they didn't think it would be, profitable. So they released FIFA on the Switch, and it actually did very, very well. But the engine that the FIFA on the PS4 and Xbox uses is the Frostbite engine. And they somehow had to redo the code, slightly alter some things in order to make it fit on the Switch. So the Switch version is not the same version that's on the PS4 and Xbox. But after, this holiday season, they noticed that the sales for the FIFA version of, the Nintendo Switch version of FIFA were quite high, higher than what they were expecting. It seems like they really want to support the Switch now, so they're working on developing Frostbite engine support for the Switch, which means that in the future, more EA games will probably be able to be released on the Switch and look very similar and feel very similar to their PS4 and Xbox versions. So if you're a FIFA fan, if you like any of the other big game series that EA releases every year, it's very possible that it's going to be getting a Nintendo Switch release this year, so keep my fingers crossed for that. And even if you don't like EA games, I know that a lot of people don't like the company. It's very good for them to support the Switch because in the end it helps more people pick up the system, play more games that they like, so it's just a very good cycle if it all turns out how it should. So I don't know, this is nice. Ubisoft as well, I think in the past was kind of skeptical of making games on the Switch or on the Wii U, and they actually tried to release some games and some of them sold well and they were surprised. So it's nice when game companies actually give systems a chance to see if people will actually buy their games, and then it ends up being a success, so that's good. Good for Nintendo especially. And let's see, what else do we have here? Persona 5R got a teaser announcement. So this is really exciting. Persona 5R was announced. Now, I played Persona 5, and I have no idea what Persona 5R is going to be. So far, it's been announced for the PS4. And we're going to get a reveal in March. So a few more months until that announcement. I have no idea what this is going to be about. People are saying that it's probably like a Game of the Year enhanced version of Persona 5. So basically, that means maybe it's going to have additional personas, maybe another dungeon, a new character, or something like that. Atlas, the company that develops these games, in the past, they released Persona 3, and then they released an enhanced version of that called FES, or FES, as the fans commonly refer to it. And Persona 4 also got Persona 4 Golden on the PlayStation Vita, which is just a enhanced version of the previous game. So I think it's very likely that they're planning on doing something like this. And it's rumored that it's going to be coming out on the Nintendo Switch as well. So they're working on a PS4 version and an unannounced Switch version. So hopefully something gets announced soon. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, there is a rumored Nintendo Direct that should be coming out later this month. Nothing has been confirmed, but there's just been a lot of rumors and whispers within the gaming community. Some people that work at Nintendo have been like tweeting some cryptic stuff. Some journalists from game websites have been saying to look forward to a potential Nintendo Direct soon. So some people are saying January 10th we should get a Nintendo Direct by then. I'm not sure. Nintendo has not confirmed anything as of the recording of this video. But hopefully we do get a Nintendo Direct soon. And what that means is Nintendo's probably going to announce all their big upcoming games for the Switch. At least the ones that are coming out in the next few months. So maybe we'll get a new, I don't know, Super Mario game announcement, Pokemon reveal, who knows, Super Smash Brothers DLC characters, stuff like that. So definitely keeping my fingers crossed that that actually happens. Next, Sonic Team's Takashi Iizuka wants to remake Sonic Adventure. So, Sonic Adventure was a groundbreaking Sonic game that released on the Sega Dreamcast. It was it technically was the first 3D Sonic game. So kind of like how Super Mario 64 was groundbreaking at the time for being the first 3D Super Mario game, Sonic Adventure was like a big hit for being the first 3D Sonic game. And I really like that game. I'd say that Sonic Adventure 2 is probably my personal favorite, but I did enjoy my time with the first Sonic Adventure game. And over the years, it's been ported to like the GameCube, PC. They brought it onto the Steam store on PC. You can get it on like the PS3 now. So it's just available in many different like online stores. It's been re-released since then, but it's always been like a very highly regarded Sonic game for being like the first in the series to do 3D. Aside from maybe some of the spin-off games or canceled projects, but basically he wants to remake Sonic Adventure, and people are saying that that would be a fantastic idea. You know, imagine Sonic Adventure with modern graphics, completely redone, new textures, new voice acting, everything. But some people are saying that they should just focus on creating new Sonic games instead of trying to remake older games that are perfectly fine the way they are. So I get both arguments, you know. The original is a great game, but I also think that maybe remaking it would potentially help more people play the game for the first time. So either way, I'm happy, and I'm just glad that someone at Sonic Team is thinking about doing this. So that's nice. So Platinum Games executive producer this week said that 2019 is going to be a very intense year for announcements. Apparently they have multiple projects that have not been announced yet for games. We know that Bayonetta 3 is going to be releasing possibly this year, so that's nice. But other than that, we know absolutely nothing about what Platinum Games is working on. They're some of my favorite developers right now. For the past few years, it just released fantastic games. Their gameplay is, I'd say, rival to none. So they're just really talented developers, and I absolutely like support them whenever their games come out. So yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna announce. Hopefully we get something at E3, or maybe in a future Nintendo Direct. I wonder if they're going to make a Wonderful 101 sequel, maybe a new Nier game. Honestly, they could be working on tons and tons of different projects that we don't know about, so I can't wait to hear what they announce. And next, we have some kind of strange news. Soulja Boy, yes, the rapper entrepreneur, started on YouTube. Well, I think he started on MySpace, and then he got big on YouTube with his music videos and stuff. Honestly, it's been a while, but yeah, Soulja Boy, you probably all know about him. Basically, he released during the Christmas season like a series of video game consoles called the Soulja Game systems. He released like a Soulja Boy, Soulja Game console, and all these other type of systems. And what these were, they're basically like Chinese knockoffs of original like video game systems, and they're loaded with ROMs of actual like licensed Nintendo games. And you can get in big trouble for that. So he was actually selling these systems with his name online to multiple people. Like people actually bought them. Not sure how well the systems actually sold, but there were like actual review videos of the systems and stuff on YouTube. People were buying them. Mostly people were getting them for laughs, but yeah, basically what happened was Nintendo heard about this. They started like threatening him with legal troubles, like lawsuits and stuff. You don't want to mess with Nintendo. They have some of the best lawyers probably in the video game industry, and they usually always end up winning their lawsuits for the most part. So yeah, this past week or so, he announced that he's going to be removing the items for sale, and his website now actually redirects you to the official Nintendo 3DS like area on their website. So yeah, he's completely done selling these systems, and Nintendo like completely shut him down. So kind of a bizarre story. Just the moral of this is don't sell pirated games. Nintendo has zero tolerance for this kind of thing, so yeah, kind of a crazy situation. And last piece of news is actually nice. So this 87-year-old grandma, so wow, 87 years old, her Nintendo 3DS broke, and her like grandson decided to buy her a new Nintendo 3DS for Christmas because it broke like, I don't know, about a month ago, 2 months ago or something. And on Christmas Day, I think, when they were, all together as a family, they did the system transfer, when you can transfer your save data and settings and stuff from your old 3DS to your new one. She was really happy they got her new 3DS, and her grandson looked at the daily log on the 3DS, which basically is a log of all the hours you put into your games. So let's say you play Pokemon for 50 hours, it shows up there. The grandma played Animal Crossing for 3,580 hours. That is insane. So he was really surprised. But apparently it's one of her favorite games, and I think she's been playing it like every day since the game came out or something, or at least trying to play it every single day. But wow, over 3,500 hours, that is insane. Animal Crossing, by the way, is a fun game. Every day. If you play it, you can like collect and buy new things. It's really an addicting game because there's like multiple stuff that you can do in it every single day. So I completely understand why she would be into the game, but wow. And he then tweeted a picture about this, and I think it got retweeted like 250,000 times or 150,000 times, but yeah, it got a lot of retweets and likes, and it actually ended up getting the attention of multiple news websites, like game news websites, and they started reporting about it. And then there's like an online fund going on right now where Nintendo fans are trying to get this grandma a Nintendo Switch system, just because the next Animal Crossing game is going to be for the Switch. So people are trying to get her one of those systems so she'll be able to play it. So yeah, wow, that's just crazy. Glad to see that even older people appreciate video games like this. Every so often you'll get a story like this about someone that's like 90 years old that still plays like RPGs or racing games and stuff like that. So kind of a nice feel-good story right there. But anyway, that is all the news for this week. So I hope you all enjoyed this ASMR Gaming News video. And yeah, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be sure to have a new ASMR Gaming video out very, very soon. So, thanks again for watching. And I'll see you all next time. So long